Heads are exploding as we return to the agony booth. How's it going, Jason?
It's going well. Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Amazing. Well, before we continue, we must say thank you and greetings to our friends of the transgressor level. Yes, we honor you, Holly Mac 79, and we honor you, our new transgressor, Jonas Borg.
It's always the Borg. Again with the Borg, Mr. Data. Can we get the butt bugs back? Oh, there they are.
Oh, speaking of butt bugs, we thank you, Denise, for being our conspirator. Yes, our amazing group of people that do such amazing patronage. We thank you and we honor you, patrons. So I didn't make a synopsis, so I will give you the floor and you can come up with your own synopsis.
Deep Space Nine teaches us that space racism is bad. Also, don't kill your own clone.
It's time to kill the clone. All right. Well, let us hop into WTF Did We Just Watch? It still makes me giggle.
Grow up. There's nothing funny about a man's low hanger swinging back and forth like a Newton's cradle. You know,
swing low, sweet chariot, coming through to carry me home. All right, Jason, what WTF did we just watch?
A very weird episode of Deep Space Nine. I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's not good either. It is definitely the show trying to find its footing and coming off almost sitcom-like at times, because it almost felt like this was an episode of Family Matters a few times. You almost expected every time the scenes changed, to have that poppy, to go to the next one, or some kind of Seinfeld thing, one of those. Yeah. But yeah, there was just so much about this episode that was weird. For one thing, we mentioned this earlier, right before we started recording. Odo, for example, looks like he's been chugging 5-hour energy drinks, the pills that you find in truck stops, and decaf coffee, trying to stay awake. I don't know why he'd be doing decaf coffee. It's probably why he looks so bad right now.
Yeah.
Dax is tragically without a personality in this episode.
Yeah, it was
weird. Trying so hard to make her female Spock.
Right, because they were trying to introduce the Trill species.
Yeah, and considering what we got later, the fantastic character that was Jadzia Dex, who was so full of life and so full of fun, seeing her, I'm meditating, Julian. Come in. Concentrate. I'm just like, who the hell are you?
Yeah.
Julian Bashir is a sex pest.
Yeah.
Like you kind of want to hit him with a cattle prod or spray him with water a couple of times.
Calm down.
It's no wonder Garrick approached him on the promenade because, oh, hello, I heard you're a sex pest. And finally, the strangest scene in the entire episode was the scene with Rom. Because this was not Rom.
Yeah, he was...
But it was not Rom. It was some other guy who was answering to Rom's name. But it was not Rom. And it was so strange. Different voice, different mannerisms.
Was it not Max Grodenchek?
It was Max Grodenchek. But he was just playing the part differently. It was like they hadn't figured out who Rom was yet, and they needed Rom for that scene. And so he played him like a typical Ferengi. It was just so strange. Wow. Everything about this episode is strange. And it's got Obi-Wan Kenobi in it, which is like, that is the WTF part of this episode is, why is Obi-Wan Kenobi there and why are they arresting him?
Use the Force. Oh, sorry. Wrong universe. But that's why I used him in the thumbnail, because he was totally Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You do not think this episode is weird. Jadzia Dax never had a personality. Julian Bashir is completely charming and not at all concerning.
I felt that this was a strange episode, but not because of some of those other things that you mentioned, but because the whole basis of it was grow a boyfriend. I don't know if you had those toys.
Back to those. What were those? What the heck did you just grow a boyfriend?
Yeah, grow a boyfriend. You didn't have that when you were a little kid.
Water and watch it grow. That's strange because usually when you put them in water, they shrink.
Yeah, shrinkage. Nod to our friend Melanie Smith. It was on Seinfeld, and she played Torzial. I was lucky enough to interview her in the Road to Trek Long Island last year. Highlight, especially hanging out with you and Jace in Trek Long Island. That was a big highlight of my year. We'll
have to do that again sometime.
Well, we are going to do that again this June. Get your tickets to Trek Long Island so you can hang out with me and Jason. Well, mainly Jason. Yes. Yeah,
but mostly me.
Mostly Jason. Yeah. But yeah, when I was a kid, that was the thing. Like they had a bunch of different ones. They had to grow a dinosaur. I had like the Godzilla one where it would like grow a Godzilla or an off-brand Godzilla, like Godzilla, whatever they wanted to call him. Yeah. But yeah, I never saw. Honestly, some poor lonely teenager grabbed a girlfriend. It was like, at last I won't be alone. Oh no, she's only this big still. Oh no, man!
I guess I can go be a sex pest like Julian Bashir.
But yeah, I mean the whole thing, the imagery of them growing that clone in the jar was gross. It looked like goop. It looked very gross at first. It was like a giant petri dish that just kept making. And then when it was like a guy at like the mannequin, it was like, wow, that guy's perfectly symmetrical. His feet are exactly this. Like that's a mannequin. They put a mannequin.
They weren't going to get an extra to submerge themselves in fluid, that's probably been sitting on the stage for a week and has things growing in it like little mosquito larvae and stuff. No, you couldn't pay me to do that. I'd do it.
I would do it.
I would have done it in a second.
Yeah, give me $20 to do it. But the premise of this being this guy frames Odo, and there was like a murder mystery, which I like Odo episodes because it's usually some type of detective work that he has to do to kind of figure out what's going on.
It's very Sam Spade, and I do like that. Yes.
Yeah, and that's what I like about Odo episodes. But this one wasn't like that. It was like a strange way to do it, and Homeboy going and offing himself, and then recloning himself, but it was actually a clone, and the unresolved of actually was that the clone that he arrested, or was that the original? I don't know.
I'm guessing I'm guessing he arrested the original.
You would think, but we don't know.
Why would you kill a clone just to have the clone kill you, though? That makes no sense.
I don't know, because I think you believe your essence will go into the clone. I don't know. It was weird, very weird episode. And of course, we had the ultimate villain in Star Trek, Keiko, starting the school on this episode. Why? You don't think she was a villain the whole time?
No, I do think that I'm not gonna say anything bad about Rosalind Chow. I love her when she's written Rosalind well. Mm-hmm. But she was not written well in this episode. Mm-hmm. She was okay in the second half of the episode when she was like, I'm going to start a school. And she was really passionate about it. She was bubbly and everything. And, she was facing adversity. But at the beginning, oh my gosh, I was just like, Chief, leave her.
Oh, wow.
Leave her.
It wasn't just me.
We agreed to come here. No, you decided to come here and I agreed. That's what an agreement is. Oh my gosh.
Let's get me spit out my drink.
Yeah, because I that's what I do. I listen to the background conversations on Deep Space Nine. That is what they said. No, you agree. You decided to come here, and I agreed.
We should make a cut of you just popping up and be like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like bad sitcom writing.
Yeah, it was a little off.
The scene with Julian and Jadzia in the holosuite, for example.
Yeah, which is trying to like
that was lifted straight out of Full House. I swear. It's like I don't know the name of the characters on Full House. Uncle Joey trying to teach
Uncle Jesse,
John Stamos,
Uncle Jesse,
how to play chess. He's like, concentrate, and then like the board bursts into flames. Well, I guess you're just not concentrating enough.
It was a very odd scene.
Yeah, there were lots of odd scenes. And okay, is it just me or were they trying to set up Cisco and Jax at the
It
very beginning?
seemed that way, which was odd.
Yeah, because
Like,
everybody else is like, oh, yes, the commander and Dax are going to be going at it, if you know what I mean. And then, they have that dinner together. It's like, no, this will take some getting used to.
yeah.
Benjamin, why do you keep doing that with your eyebrows? I'm not doing anything with my eyebrows.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna no. No, it didn't mesh well in the beginning. Now, if you're watching, we're not saying hello, but we're gonna say hello to Holly and everybody else. There was some time and space things, so we're not quite as we normally are, but keep watching. Anyway,
It's my fault. It's my fault, everybody. I couldn't be here Friday, and so I was like, hey, Joe, let's record this early. Nobody will know. Well, now everyone knows, Joe. Thank you.
well, I can cut it out if you want.
Everyone knows I'm the unreliable one.
You're not unreliable. You were busy. It's fine. We're so reliable. You're so reliable. You were doing it on time beforehand. Look at that. Look at that reliability. You're the man. And we appreciate you.
Yes. You want to know who else is the man? Because I want to point out I need to wait for redeeming features to do that. So I'm going to wait.
Okay.
I'm going to follow the show format because I'm a responsible young man.
Yay. All right. Well, let's see. Why would they do that? More than the burritos. Oh, the prune juice. All right. So why would they do that?
Well,
why would they make a detective episode and some weird tomfoolery with the clones?
Well, I don't really see this one as a detective. I mean, it is a detective episode. It's a murder mystery.
Right.
But at the same time, I see this as almost like a Western because whenever they first envisioned the character of Odo, he was going to be the Clint Eastwood of Deep Space Nine.
Right.
The man alone. Oh, that's where they got the title. The man alone who, is very stoic and, I just do things my way. I don't allow guns on the promenade. You may be asking yourself, is this phaser charged to 90% or 9%? Well, do you feel lucky? Patak. But yeah, this strikes me as the most Clint Eastwood that Odo was. Just somebody against an entire society that hates them who has to clear their name. I thought he was kind of whiny, to be honest.
Really?
He was whiny. He's one of those people who's just like, yes, I believe in the law. I believe in order. I believe in this. I believe in that. Hey, constable, yeah, you're a suspect, so you shouldn't be investigating this case. What? I don't think that's very nice. I hate all of you. I mean, that was Odo in this episode. I mean, Odo should have said, no, it shouldn't have even come to that point. Odo should have said, this is a weird mystery. Well, I'm a suspect, so I shouldn't be involved in the investigation.
Yeah, it should have been his own decision.
It should have been his own call. But no, we had to have that whole, everyone hates me.
Yeah.
It was just kind of cliche. I would have liked to have seen Odo been a little bit more lawful, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. I mean, it's a cliche story, but it's cliche because it works.
Right.
And it did work. I liked the mystery, and I liked a couple other things, and I'll talk about those in redeeming features. I got to remember what segment we're in.
We're in. Why did they do that?
I know. That's why I'm not doing redeeming features right now, Joe.
You're welcome. I keep the format flowing, baby. I think they did this because they needed an Odo-centric episode. We needed to understand what was going on in the filler times between Bajoran occupation and that of which happened before the Federation came in and kind of said, all right, Cardassian, shoot, get out of here, go and get. So I thought that was a really interesting aspect. And then when the whole wormhole thing sends me back to Keiko when Brian was like, but honey, we're gonna have all these weird ass plants. They're gonna come out of the wormhole. We're gonna put them in here. She's like, how do you know what light I gotta use, O'Brien? Like,
that was another part of the episode that just drove me crazy. I'm a botanist. There are no plants to study here. There's a wormhole over there with all kinds of weird plants to it. Yeah. But you have to be on a ship, and I'm not a ship. Well, I can get you put on a ship. I don't want to be on a ship.
There was nothing that she just
Yeah,
wanted.
it was just basically, I'm going to be the whiny shrew, and nothing's going to make me happy.
Yeah,
Badly written. Badly written.
Yeah, poorly written.
Unfortunately, Keiko was the victim of bad writing in this series, and that's why we often look at her as the villain.
Yeah, that's true.
She was so badly written.
Yeah, poor Keiko. She's great.
I love Rosalind Chow. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
But there were times I did not like Keiko.
Yeah. One of the things that I wanted to share with you on this, related, I got to meet Molly, and she's actually a interior designer now.
Yeah, I saw a picture of her not too long ago.
Beautiful.
And it was like, this is the actress who played Molly O'Brien. I was like, it is not.
Right? I was thinking the same thing. No, it isn't. You're not
like
Molly.
30. What's going on?
Yeah,
this is some bull crap. I don't
she's an interior designer.
The forward progression of time blows.
Yeah, it's so weird. And she's like my age. So we're like the same age. I was like, I thought I was older than her, but I don't know, math. But yeah, they had to do an auto-centric episode. It really filled in exactly what's going on with the Bajorans and how they feel, and anybody kind of connected to the Cardassians is a no-go. It's like, nah, yo, we don't want anything to do with that. And I thought that was an interesting aspect, but also it was like, okay, this crowd's going in a little bit too hard. Shifter, that one guy that was in front, like when they had the pit, they might as well just had pitchforks. And where did they get that random brick from? I was like, I got a brick, even though it's a space station.
Hey, every time a console explodes, rocks come out. So I'm sure there had to have been
there must be rocks somewhere. Yeah.
I really enjoyed the riot scene, one, because it was like 8 people. And they're like, we have this gigantic riot on the promenade. And I'm just watching it and going, do you though? And then the fact that they were just sitting there going, shifter, shapeshifter. That's like if Worf walked out and everybody went, Klingon, Klingon. And he goes, yes, thank you. Just like Odo's just in there going, these morons are just like looking at things and yelling what they are. He goes, shifter, control panel, airlock,
glass, rocks,
rock.
Oh. And then of course the mob. Now I think that the guy in the front was in on it and he knew the whole time.
They never said if he was.
No, they never did. But
I think he was just manipulated, I guess.
I want to say that he was.
I don't know. There was so much about the mystery that was literally dropped at the end.
Yeah, I felt that way too. It was just like, Julian solved it. Okay, let's keep going.
Oh, and the clone just woke up and he's starting a new life. And oh, cool. I can't wait to see that. But do you know what that was?
And you guys complain about me pushing that button all the time.
Oh, no, it's fine when I do it.
Oh,
I wanted to see a scene where Odo meets the clone.
Yeah, me too.
And the clone's like, who are you?
Yeah, that'd have been fun.
I'm going to be watching you, you son of a... Odo, get out of here. I'm just going to be watching you. The clone's sitting there in bed going, he seems nice. He's my new friend. Maybe there's something like slightly wrong with the clone.
Oh, that would be amazing.
How do you feel? This crayon tastes like purple. Oh, my God. Well, we did scrape him off of a Petri dish. So.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Probably shouldn't have cleaned that Petri dish with my spit. Sorry.
Now
he's 32% sex pest.
Oh.
Boobies are good.
I like boobies. Oh, man, I can see that. I would like that version of the.
I like boobs and spots. Yay!
Yay! Oh, sorry, sorry, Dax. Yeah. Another thing that I thought about this episode that I was weird and wondered why they would do that. I mean, I understand why they would do that, but they didn't really give. Even though Jake and Nog were there, they didn't really give them too much, like to do. They were just kind of there, and then they went away, and then they came back at the last minute. It was like,
well, they got to do the bit from Willy Wonka where they turned somebody a different color.
Yeah,
cool. I expected them to start blowing up like blueberries at one point. No, they didn't have the special effects budget for that.
No, but let's get into redeeming features with our new theme. Well. Thanks to our friend, the synthetic ensign. Thanks, dude. See, ding. All right. Yeah. It takes a minute, but
I still don't see the ding at the end. But if you do, that's fine.
All right.
Like, that's off right before the ding.
No, there's a ding.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
If you saw the ding, comment below. Let us know.
That's why Julian kept saying to G, if you want to see my ding, comment below.
If you want to see the ding, comment below. No, Julian, cut it out. All right, redeeming features. I'll let you go first for sure.
I loved Quark in this episode. I loved him. I thought he was. It was honestly this early in the series to see Quark with being written that well. Just the fact that he speaks up for Odo when he hears people talking crap about him, and then he surreptitiously gives Odo the list of people that he knew that the guy talked to in prison, and he just has this look on his face like, and then he walks out. So yeah, and you know what, Rene Auberjonois was great in those scenes too.
Yeah,
because you really got that relationship between Odo and Quark already developed. So those scenes with them together, 10 out of 10. I thought that they were great. And as much as I complain about Keiko on this show, she really did fit in well as a school teacher.
Yeah, like the second half of the episode for her was a redeeming feature.
And I would argue to say that later on, whenever in the finale, whenever she who will not be named comes to the station and it's like, my child, we have to shut the school down because we have to teach about the prophets and nothing else. I really liked Rosalind Chow in that episode. I thought she was magnificent. She stood up for it. Yeah, I wish they'd kept Keiko as a school teacher like throughout the whole show, because I really liked her in that role. But unfortunately, war and stuff, and can't have that, I guess.
We can't learn when we're at war. You kids gotta go fight. Take these phasers. Go and get.
You're an ensign now. You're an ensign and you're an ensign. There's a ship out there called the Valiant. Get on it. It'll be fine. Go on. Oh. Yay! We're children.
That's a way to do it. To me, one of the most gratifying redeeming features is they did the whole face-off thing at the very end. When he gets Obi-Wan, he's like, "Oh, I know where he is," and Odo goes into a ship, and he pulls him, but it's like, "But that's Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's not Ibudan." And then he grabs him and like puts him in a chokehold, and then does the it's not a ghost, it's Merritt McCheese,
It was a Scooby-Doo ending, and I have to admit I should have put that earlier in the episode, because I remember watching that thinking, oh my gosh,
yeah,
I can't remember. Ibudan, like zoink Scoob.
This whole time,
my alarm just went off.
Yeah, this whole time he was with us the whole time. I want to say that there was a greater conspiracy against Odo, and I really think that guy that kept going Shifter was with that and with Ibudan. I really think that they were planning something bigger, and they just kind of dropped the whole thing.
It could have been, but like I said, I think that that whole storyline just got dropped by the end of the episode. I think it just ran long, either that or they had to put in that totally interesting scene with Dax and Julian in that stupid bubble in the holodeck, and I don't know why was that scene there when we could have had more closure.
I
just don't get it.
Same. Also, we didn't really get too much with Major Kira. It was an easy payday for Nana. She was just kind of like, got my phaser, there's some people on the promenade. I'm not gonna shoot anybody. I get to do my kung fu, and I love Kira. She's one of my favorite characters. I always want more Kira on every episode, but at least we got to see a redeeming feature from her, which is she got to kick some people's ass, and that is
always nice. And she did have to have the obligatory, can't believe that you're replacing Odo with me scene.
Yeah. But wouldn't that be a demotion for her?
Probably so, yeah.
Yeah, because she was like Riker for the show.
Yeah, just with less leg mobility. She couldn't move in that. She couldn't move in that cat.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
She'd be like, she'd lift her leg up a little bit. You hear her rip, and she go, "Oh, I got to go."
Sorry, Captain. Be right back.
Yeah. Sorry, the wormhole just opened. I got to go.
Oh man, but the other thing that really stuck out to me was how they brought all the Ram and Nog together and were teaching them at the school. Like at the very end, they basically said, "All right, we're gonna make the school work, and we'll put everybody together," and gave her purpose, other than not going on a ship and not going into the Gamma Quadrant.
Gamma Quadrant, yes.
Yeah. She wasn't able to go in the Gamma Quadrant and see new species of plants and new civilizations of plants. She
didn't want mild help.
Yeah, she couldn't boldly go where no botanist had gone before. That would have been amazing.
That would have been.
Yeah, imagine if she went.
That should be a short trek. Is just like Keiko O'Brien's adventures in space.
Yeah,
it's a rose bush. Tune in next time for Keiko Adventures in Outer Space. It's poison ivy. Oh no.
Oh, no. Or she could like run into the mean green mother from outer space.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
It's a spore plant from the original series. Dude.
Herbert.
Wrong episode, but
I know.
Yeah.
Just kind of wanted to say Herbert because it was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if she ran into some plants that were carnivorous, that would have been kind of fun. Shit, like
it would have been kind of fun.
Yeah, being eaten, or maybe they would eat Molly.
No, nothing bad needs to happen to Molly. No, she's an adorable treasure, and you should feel horrible for even suggesting.
I don't mean kill her. I mean, they tried to eat Molly, and they just like that's the drama.
How dare you even want to put that precious child in danger?
It's trauma, and it's drama. You can't just have like, we just look at plants. We got to have some drama. So carnivorous plants would be dope.
They walk in through the airlock, and Chief O'Brien's there with like some roses and chocolates going, "Hi, honey." And she just walks past him going, "Plant ate Molly." I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Molly walks by. She's covered in slime. A plant ate me.
Yeah, that would be great TV. They needed us.
See, that's why they should put us in charge of Star Trek, or at least me. I would bring new life into this franchise. I would. I don't know what the life would be. The life would probably be horrible, but I could bring it.
Yeah. Come on, carnivorous plants would be great TV.
Yeah.
Is there any other redeeming features for you on this one?
No,
that was it.
I'm gonna say it's not a bad episode. It's just weird. Because so much of Deep Space Nine hadn't gelled yet. What was this, like the 4th or 5th episode?
The third. Okay,
so like we've literally had Emissary, then we had the episode where they brought in the Duras sisters for no reason.
Right.
And then we have this episode. So nothing had set yet. Everything was strange. Everything was off.
Yeah.
A few things worked, but Sex Pest Julian, Imposter Rom, super stiff Cisco, super cold as ice Dax.
Yeah.
Those things come together and you're just like, am I watching the right show?
Yeah. I mean, what it evolves to after this season is just some of the best Trek. But that
absolutely. Deep Space Nine remains my absolute favorite live action Star Trek show.
Yeah.
Now it's had some stiff competition in the last couple of years because Lower Decks and Prodigy and Strange New Worlds, all fantastic shows, but Deep Space Nine just had that extra something, and I think it was its ensemble.
Yes.
Ensemble cast was just fantastic.
Yeah,
every single one of them. There were no weak links. It was never like, oh, hey, everybody, it's a Jake episode, and everybody went, ugh. But no, the Jake episodes were pretty good, except for that one. Except for that one.
The one where he gets like mind raped, right?
Yeah, that one was. Yeah, the one with Meg Foster. That was that. Yeah. No.
Her eyes.
Get your hands off that boy.
Yeah,
you are too old for him.
Or was she? I mean, because he was a giant.
He was a giant, but he was like 14.
He was 14? Oh my God.
I don't know, 14, 15 at the time. I'll have to rewatch it. Yeah, Sirach Lofton was a youngin' whenever he joined that show, and I think at that point he was only like 15 or 16.
I thought he was
Foster. Keep your hands off. I know you're hot, but he's just a boy. Time to ripen.
I mean, he was tall as a boy. Like he was so much taller.
I love how him and Aaron Eisenberg started out at the same height, and by season 4, whenever they got into a fight, it's like here's Aaron and here's Sirach, just like they're talking to each other. Like
Exactly.
I just remember there's one episode where Jake and Nog get into a fight, like a shouting match, and it's just this. It's just. I'm just like, oh my gosh, Sirach is like 8 feet tall. What happened?
Got so tall, so quick.
I know, it's so funny. It's so funny.
It's great to watch it because, like, for some reason, kids seem to grow more in the summer too. Probably because
it's because they get more sun and fertilizer.
Oh, there it is.
Yes,
there it is. Wow. Well, we're gonna have a quick word from our sponsor. Yes, Teddy is gonna come see you this June, and we're gonna be talking Trek Long Island. Teddy's gonna hang out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. He's your favorite canine in New Jersey, so he's ready for you to come hang out.
I'm gonna bring defecating Demona.
He'll poop everywhere. She'll poop.
In case you don't know, that billboard and the thumbnail that's got my picture, and I'm doing this with Demona. At the time, I did not know at the time, but I was being defecated upon by that cat. Yeah. Because I was literally like, it's going to be his cute picture. What does that smell? Oh my God, she crapped on me.
Yeah. Behind the scenes. Yeah. The good old times.
Way behind the scenes.
Way behind the deep.
Goodness. It was rank too.
Yeah.
Yes. I was on a billboard getting pooped on.
Yeah.
It's like I was in Germany.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's like a German thing.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of there's one thing I'm going to share in a minute. And it is news. So I'm going to play that beautiful newsreel. Here we go.
Let me catch up.
Yes, the Star Trek news this week is quite compelling because there is no news of Star Trek this week. They just announced that you're not going to believe that Paramount has 0 updates for the upcoming Star Trek movie, and fans all had the same reaction.
That figures. Yeah, that figures. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was news this week.
Oh, was there?
There was, and I'm surprised that you have missed it.
Oh, what did I miss?
Because Robert Picardo shared something.
Robert Picardo shared something?
Robert Picardo shared something about the upcoming Starfleet Academy TV show, and that is he is not the copy of the Doctor from Living Witness. He is Voyager's EMH.
Oh, he is Voyager's
EMH. We are getting the Doctor from Voyager back. And he mentioned something about digital memory, the fact that the Doctor doesn't think of the Doctor's memories from 900 years ago are like crystal clear to him. So it's like he saw Janeway yesterday. He still remembers everything. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Maybe we're going to get like a haunted Doctor or something who's a little bit lonely and misses people. Like, oh, I miss you, Tuvok. I miss you, Janeway. And I miss that weird hedgehog thing that was around the Finnick or something. I don't know.
Finnick. I think his name
he was like dating that child for a while. I don't know.
God, I don't think that's how that goes, Doc. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all.
Paris, Tom Paris, that was him.
So that's going to be weird. 900-year-old EMH.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I know we saw the Doctor on Prodigy, and it was terrific having him there. But to see Robert Picardo in costume again as arguably the best character from Voyager is even got my cat excited.
He's like, Robert Picardo!
Picardo, the Doctor!
Yay!
That was purring, not farting.
No.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Yes. You going to beat up Teddy?
No. Make friends with Teddy. They're very powerful.
Everybody remembers the little kitten that got thrown out of the pickup truck that my daughter saved.
Oh, that's the kitten. It's a
Ugh,
that's a
look
big
at
cat.
this monster.
It's a
Look
big
at this
kitty.
absolute monster. Look at
Wow.
this absolute unit. It's getting ready to scratch the heck out of me.
Got
He's just like, leave me alone.
some long.
This
It's
is
a
not
she,
the
right?
same cat. Not the same cat I had earlier. That was Demona. This is Chance Hellbeast.
Yeah, this is the one that didn't poop on him.
No, this one has not pooped on me. This is the baby of the house.
Oh,
Yeah,
ready to take over the house though.
pretty much.
Yeah.
He's just a boy.
Oh, is it he?
It's a he. Yes, this is a boy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. He's, I'm about to get stretched. Okay. That's enough. Let me put you over. Look at that.
I'm gonna
belly.
put you down.
Oh my gosh, look at that belly.
They got some great cat action here today.
That's right. Tell Teddy to watch his butt.
Yeah. So we will be diving into Star Trek Kelvin, the 2009 Star Trek next week.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're going back to the movies. Go check out that one.
Yeah, okay. We're getting out of crappy movies and we're getting into what I think is an actual, original, and very clever way to bring Star Trek back. And I will talk more about that whenever we talk about it.
Yeah.
And I know a bunch of purists is out there gripping both sides of their seats going, ah!
You just break your chair?
It's magnetic.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear it snap back. Watch. Listen.
Oh, very cool. That's a cool
This is
chair.
also
Yeah, I remember seeing the video that you did. So that's
Yes.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
These are awesome. I love this chair.
yeah, it seems nice. It seems like a very nice chair.
Memory foam.
Oh, magnetic memory foam. Who knew that you needed such luxury when doing
Exactly.
a podcast? Well, the chair maker
You
did.
should buy one and tell them that I sent you.
Wait a minute. We're not sponsored. They sponsored you, not us.
Yeah. Well, Ewan sent me this, and it's a really nice chair. I'm just saying that if you feel the need to, go buy one and tell them that I sent you.
Go plug that on your show.
This is not an advertisement. This is okay.
No.
Wait a second. Hold up. Every time I post something, you come up underneath it like Jaws going, and incidentally, he's on a podcast called The Club, and you should watch it. Like, Joe, this is
But it's not
my dog dying. Yes, I have a dog too. Learn about it on Captain's Quadrant.
I did not post about your dog. Did I? No. I didn't post about. There was something else. Oh, dude, you're gonna make everybody make me feel like I'm the bad guy on the show. I don't want to be Keiko.
You don't want to be Keiko. No, it's Gig's death brought to you by the Captain's Quadrant.
Oh my God, that's not the way to do it, man. No, you were like, I'm having a bad day, and I was like, well, don't worry, we're gonna do our show, and you're gonna feel a lot better. That's what I was
like, dude, my dog died. Why are you doing this now?
It wasn't when the dog. It was before that. It was something else.
Let me grieve for my boy.
I said, I'm very sorry your dog died. I know how it feels. I don't, but you know. Not right now. I feel like
I know how you feel when Satan came and took my real dog and replaced it with that demon dog that now lives in my house. I know exactly how you feel.
I mean, I had a dog when I was younger. It wasn't really my dog. It passed away, and I was very sad. So I have empathy for you. But I did not come and commandeer that section. I commandeered something else. I think you're having a bad day. I think it was like
watching this going, why is he laughing about his dog dying? Because this is the way I process things. This is the way I process things.
No. It was I popped up for something totally different. Just FYI. I think. I'm pretty sure.
I laughed. I really did. I laughed. I was like, oh, Joe, you opportunistic creep.
But I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It wasn't when your dog. Passed.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was something later. I just said like later that day. I have had a really bad day today. And then it's going to be better because we're going to be on the Captain's Quadrant, and I'm just like.
I was just trying to cheer you.
I'm going to hijack it with stories about my dead dog. That's what Fizzgig would want.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what he wanted. So stay tuned for next week. We're going to dive into the Kelvin universe. We're going to be solo like Dolo, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I don't know. It was just going to be us. It's going to be the duo, the Captain.
Solo like what?
Dolo. I don't know what it means. I heard some young kids say it today on the bus. And I'm like, that sounds cool. Dolo must mean something nice. Are you Googling it?
I have to Google that. Hold on.
Let me Google it too.
Solo like Dolo.
Dolo.
Let's see. Kid Cudi. It's Kid Cudi.
Ah, there it is.
Which Kid Cudi's a Star Trek guy, so I will support. Released in 2013.
Oh, why is the kid saying it today?
I don't know. Kids are dumb.
Yeah. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And if you are on our Patreons, thank you for listening to this early. You too can get an early advanced listen on our ears only section of our tiers on Patreon. So consider subscribing and you'll get wonderful things like free t-shirts, stickers, a thank you from us if you join the top tier. You'll get your name and your social media tag on our Wheel of Agony, which is a very fun section of our show. So think about it. Go and check us out. It's patreon.com/Captain Squadron. There is a slew of goodies available for you and every other Patreon there. We have wonderful people that are very happy to be a part of the Patreon. It also gives you access to our Discord where we share Star Trek art, which is a new fun aspect of our podcast. So please be sure to come by there and check that out. Have you hung out in our Discord, or is it just me?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how to use Discord.
Oh, okay. So
I've
it's just
never messed with it before. That's something you can show me whenever I come to Long Island this summer.
There we go. And you come and hang out with us in Long Island so you can see me teach Jason how to use Discord. Patreon only.
We'll make Joe feel guilty about hijacking my dog's memorial page.
It wasn't the dog. It wasn't the dog. It was not that. It was something else. I think it was before your dog passed.
Hope nothing ever happens to like my parents or my kids. Like, I feel so lost right now. Well, we know where to find you on the Captain's Quadrant.
Lord, it's making me sound terrible. I am opportunistic, I will say.
I am being hyperbolic. Joe didn't actually do any of this, allegedly.
Allegedly. All right, but yeah. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. And just another reminder on that Patreon: you become a patron, you can get a T-shirt add-on for free, which is much better than paying for it. So it's part of the perks. Sort of.
Not wrong.
I'm not wrong. It's not wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
I am wrong.
You are technically paying for it since you become a Patreon, and you do give us money. But you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. It's cheap. It's much cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Take care. Transgressor Holly, we thank you. We honor you. We honor you
too, Ioannis.
Ioannis, we honor you.
Darth Alien from Aliens.
No, it's not aliens. That's copyright infringement.
You're saying that the word alien is copyright infringed?
No, that creature is not that. And
what are you talking about? It was an alien.
It was an alien.
Yeah, you can't copyright the word alien any more than you copyright the word butt bug.
Oh, there you go. And many thanks to you, Denise.
Thank you, Denise. Appreciate it.
Be nice. You've made it through the Agony Booth, a Captain's Quadrant show. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you share this video with 5 people will also be in agony. Join us every Friday at 9 p.m. EST for more live shows, including Wormholes, Section 31 and a half, because we have questions, and At the Movies,